Today marks 35 years since Hurricane Hugo devastated Charlotte and its surrounding communities. Hugo made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane in the Charleston area before making its way to the Queen City. At one time, it was one of the country's costliest hurricanes with $7 billion in damage. Queen City News reporter John Lee shares how the students of Davidson College came together to restore their beloved campus.
Since before the Civil War, folks at Davidson College have had a heightened awareness of the towering natural beauty there. In 1986, Davidson became a national arboretum, and 3 years later, Hurricane Hugo struck. No one was injured, and most campus buildings were not severely damaged, but Davidson was devastated. John Kirkendall was president of the college back then.
The trees on the campus were absolutely destroyed. This was an enormous tree in the front yard of the president's house.
Hugo violently wiped out 230 trees, including some with huge nostalgic value. Doug Hicks was a senior when Hugo tore through the landscape. He's the current president of Davidson College.
It was really a week or more of walking around campus in a state of disbelief.
After Hugo, power on campus was out for a week. That's when nearly 1,500 students, as well as faculty members, came together to help clean up. Kirkendall called it the epitome of Davidson's spirit.
All of a sudden, here were these young people who were out not waiting to be given directions or given encouragement or anything else. They were out doing the things they knew they could do. They were picking up branches. They were loading the trucks with branches.
And we literally formed human brigades to move brush away to help the emergency crews. That was a major commitment of the Davidson community. And I think for all of us, faculty, staff, neighbors, students, it's an indelible memory of what Davidson means to us.
And the response to Hugo exemplifies the sense of togetherness that's deeply rooted in Davidson tradition.
It was Davidson community defined.
At Davidson College, John Lee, Queen City News.
And I want to bring in meteorologist Brandon Lawson now. And Brandon, we have seen storms come through the Queen City, but nothing like this one. Down trees and power lines on top of damaged homes that part was just part of what the communities endured.
Yeah, Charlotte folks remember this one. I mean, you're always going to remember this one if you live through it. I did not live through it personally, but my parents did. I was actually talking to my dad about Hugo over the phone yesterday. He told me some stories when I was younger and was talking to me a little more about it yesterday. He was a truck driver at the time. It was making deliveries to uptown Charlotte, and on his route there were trees down everywhere, and in the Charlotte area you had glass blown out of the high-rise buildings and glass just landing on the sidewalk. And he said he'd walk in these businesses to make the deliveries and people were walking around with flashlights. So definitely a storm that will always be remembered across the Carolinas as the worst. And this is Hurricane Hugo's track. Again, it lasted from September 10th to September 25th. Let's start on September 10th. It started off the coast of Africa as a cluster of storms, but just 3 days later, it became a Category 1 storm there. Let me get back to my little track there. For some reason, my little track went away there. But again, this is the cluster of storms coming off the coast of Africa, September 10th. And then again, 3 days later, it became a hurricane on September 13th, eventually becoming a Category 5 storm by September 15th before making landfall in the U.S. Virgin Islands on September 18th as a Category 4 storm and in Puerto Rico as a Category 3 storm. So creating significant impacts for them. And then 4 days later on September 22nd, that's when it made landfall near Sullivan's Island, South Carolina, with 135 to 134 miles per hour, or 140 miles per hour, producing 20 feet of storm surge in Bulls Bay, South Carolina. That to this date is still a record along the East Coast for the worst storm surge ever seen along the East Coast. I want to show you some video now from, again, that landfall. This is just south of that landfall in Charleston. You can see the damage that was done there. So about 10 to 15 miles south, that's where the storm made landfall, but the impacts are still significant for Charleston. And forecasters to this day talk about how much more significant it could have been if that landfall was further south in the Charleston area. Let's go ahead and get back more into your track here. As that storm launched it a little bit more to the north, it moved later in the morning that day into the Charlotte metro region, and Hugo produced 99 mile per hour wind gusts in the Charlotte area and obviously causing a significant amount of damage and eventually heading to the northeast and dissipating on September 25th. All in all, 86 people were killed. 4 of those deaths happened in Charlotte. $7 to $10 billion of damages were done from the storm. That's an estimate. Now they're estimating possibly what it would have been $27 billion of damages in today's time. So it just showed you how significant this storm was. Catastrophic winds and storm surge is what this storm will always be remembered for. There was some flooding, though, across the North Carolina mountains. Max wind gusts in Charlotte was 99 miles per hour. Lake Norman, 93 mile per hour wind gusts there. Hickory, max wind gusts of 81 miles per hour. A little bit further north and east, we saw those gusts a little bit lower.